Hi, it's Zyla. This video is not meant to pander to any viewers, so some of the things I'm going to say are gonna piss some people off a lot, and I'm really sorry. I'm not trying to piss anybody off, but I know that there's going to be people in the comments just steaming about what I'm going to be saying. But one of my most asked questions is, Zyla, when are you going to be doing an OF? Like, that is like my #1 question. Every time I do a Q&A, I have everybody asking left and right, and my answer is gonna piss a lot of you guys off, but never. I would never do an OF because A, I know who I am and what I like to do now. I wouldn't enjoy making content like that. If I was younger, which when I was younger, I almost got trafficked into doing that kind of work, but we can save that story time. That's part of the reason why I say in another universe, it would be a miserable universe for me, but that doesn't mean it wouldn't be an amazing universe for somebody else. And this is where I'm going to lose both sides, because I'm not a black and white kind of person, and I'm gonna lose people even more when I say that I think that if you do think in black and white, generally, that you are more likely to be easily manipulated. I think that generally, most people don't believe in the things that they do because they genuinely want the world to burn and suffer. I think a lot of people believe the things that they do because they genuinely think that those are the right things to advocate for. And you can listen to people and acknowledge their perspectives. You don't have to agree with them, but it becomes more and more difficult whenever you get a better and better idea of the bigger picture to deny that your own perspective might not also have its own flaws. Like, for example, the two most common responses that I get for saying that I don't want to do OF ever. I will have people be very proud of me, but then proceed to completely shit on the industry, and then I will have people be like, why? You could be making so much money. Why would you do that to yourself? Not only do I feel like both of those reactions are very black and white, but if they would just entertain a conversation with each other, they wouldn't be so black and white. But the thing is that I don't think that they want to entertain a conversation with each other. I have entertained that conversation, and here's my take. Not to say that it is the perfect take. I'm sure that there is much more that I have to learn, and as I learn more information, I will adapt my opinion on things. But I think that it is empowering doing that kind of content on the internet, like 10% of the time. The other 90%, I'm very skeptical. Your brain is not fully developed until you are in your mid to late 20s. This might be an outlet that they at the time might see as empowering, but as they get older, I get worried that maybe they might not fully like the choice that they made, because especially once you get into a job like that, some of the creators that I've talked to that do that kind of work, they feel stuck, because once you show your face in an industry like that, it can be very difficult to do a job elsewhere without being stigmatized. I think the empowerment is in the choice, but is it really your choice if your brain is still in adolescence? You might be a legal adult, but your brain is still developing functionally. And also, if you don't come from the best circumstances, I just feel like that is something we should heavily take into consideration. But I also don't want that to take away or discredit the people who are in that industry, who genuinely love their jobs, who did decide it for them, who are genuinely empowered by that, even though I don't think they make up the majority of that industry. For example, one of the creators that I follow is a paleontologist that does this line of work to fund her research, because unfortunately, getting funding for paleontology in the United States is really difficult. And I think that's actually really cool of her, because it is a way to advance research in a field that is struggling right now. I feel like I'm pissing everybody off, and I really don't mean to, but I feel like that is the price of a more nuanced take, is you're not going to fully win over either side, and I think I'm okay with that. And I think that's part of the reason why I don't think I'm ever going to be a super big content creator, because I'm nuanced, and it would be so easy to take anything I say out of context and make it seem like I'm fully one side or the other, but I'm not. I'm not. So then both sides are just gonna fucking hate me, but I'm not trying. I think of it like patriotism. This is gonna be so stupid. I'm not a blind patriot. I love life, and I love the world I live in, and I love the country I live in, but I'm not a blind patriot. The first step to fixing a problem is acknowledging it. When you're a blind patriot, you are ignoring the issues and just loving it regardless, and that kind of enables the issues. So, is that real love? I think real love is when you're willing to have these hard conversations. It's when you're willing to put the work and effort in to try to make things better, even if it's difficult. And that's the kind of content creator I want to be. And my opinions might not always be the best, but I'm always open to learning and growing. So I really hope I don't piss anybody off, but I will see you guys in my video tomorrow. I know that the video is short today. I'm still experimenting with my content, but I am trying to do daily videos. So I hope to see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, bye.